Okay, welcome back everyone to another episode of Yoda's Hut. I'm Bill. I go by Yoda Man on the boards, and once again, I'm joined for commentary by Derek. Hey, Derek, how's it going?
I'm doing all right.
All right, so we have game two now of the finals of the Star Wars LCG New Year's Online tournament between Mitch, who's on the left, and Josh Johnson, Letux, who's on the right. As we said in the first game, Mitch won the last online tournament that Master Jedi Adam hosted, and Josh won last year's U.S. and North American championships at Origins and Gen Con. So we've got two top players here. In this game, Josh won the first game. This is a best of three match, so we've switched up here. And the second game, Mitch is playing Scum, and Josh is playing a Rebel deck. So let me run down the objectives real quick. Mitch has two Masterful Manipulation, two His High Exaltedness, two Heartless Tactics, two I Don't Like You Either, one Hut's Menagerie, and one Hive of Scum and Villainy. And Josh is playing an interesting Rebel deck here that's two Spark of Rebellion, so he's got Kanan in there, two Hope of Rebellion, two Planning the Attack, one Planning the Rescue, one Evacuation Procedures, one Behind Enemy Lines, and one Commando Raid. So I think we're going to see some cards that are a little bit out of the ordinary in this matchup again too, Derek. So you got any initial thoughts about this game as we get going? I see it looks like Mitch already flipped up his objectives. He's got what, two His High Exaltedness, and what's the other one there? Is that
I don't like you
I Don't
either, I
Like You
think.
Either? Yeah.
To tell you the truth, I was kind of not really listening to the list. I saw they did something weird with the objectives here. I think what happened is what is going on here?
That's Planning the Rescue, so he's flipping
Okay.
up three objectives to actually,
What happened? I think
or three
Letix
cards to
had
bury him off under objectives.
because it looked like Letix put his four objectives out, and then Mitch picked one at random, and that's the one he buried out of the starting four that
Huh.
Letix got. I think what happened is they kind of compromised on that because I think Letix drew his hand before he drew his objectives.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that might have been what happened there.
So what are we seeing there? Are we planning the rescue? That looks like Winter's objective there at the bottom. Is that right?
Yep. So he looked at the top objective with Winter's objective when it came into play.
Mm-hmm.
I like to usually, when I've used that, I like to look at the top card of their objective deck or their command deck instead. But interesting. I guess see what
Well, I
if you.
think if you do it at the start of the game, doesn't it technically all six objectives come into play at the start of the game? You get to trigger it six times, I think.
Um, he, well, he could have triggered it three times if he had done that one first, but he actually
Mm,
flipped it up last. And it looks like Mitch just played Jabba. So that's not a bad first turn. And then he's going to
uh,
put in Greedo for free.
yeah.
So I know this deck because I lost to it twice in the semifinals match
Yeah.
on the online tournament with Jabba and Greedo, causing me some headaches.
Which objective is that Letix has in the middle? It looks like Dodonna is
Yeah, it
his.
is. It's planning the attack. He has two
Okay.
planning the attack in the deck also.
Yeah,
Um,
I was trying to see what they were doing, and I completely missed your rundown of
oh,
what
sorry.
was in his deck. So
It's
no, it's all good.
two Spark, two Hope of Rebellion, if I remember right. Yeah. Pull it back up again. Two
Spark?
planning the attack, one planning the rescue, one evacuation procedure, the Hoodie Han, one behind enemy lines, obviously with Winter there, and one commando raid. And there is a Children of the Force, and he used rescue mission to get Winter back.
Hmm. Yeah, Spark. Huh. Okay.
Yep.
You wouldn't even be able to play Spark unless you get the or play Kanan unless you get the objective. You
Oh
don't
yeah.
have any. Wait, do you do Jedi resources?
Well, it doesn't matter. Kanan, you don't have to have Jedi
Oh,
resources.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah.
I
So
keep forgetting you can just dump him into any deck.
right, you can just throw him wherever, and he comes out for free and gives you a Jedi resource if you need it.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't need any other Jedi resources, is really what it boils
Yeah.
down to there.
Hmm.
So it looks like he's sending Winter in. Is that what he's doing here? Interesting.
Wow,
To
this
his
is a
high exaltedness is
crazy
just
rebel
crazy.
deck. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Huh.
Yep. So, and he did get an extra card because of planning the attack there. So
Yeah.
while it's undamaged, you get your reserves increased by one. And Winter does have a tactic, so
Mhm.
you have to respect her. She's only got two
Yes.
health, so if he can win Edge, he
Yeah.
could just
If
kill
you
her with Greedo.
right. Huh.
Now, Mitch wouldn't know at this point, but I'm pretty sure after looking at his deck list that Josh actually doesn't have a seed, so sending Jabba in isn't the worst thing in the world as a defender. He's not going to get seeds, I don't think, because
Yeah.
he doesn't have what's that commando
But
operations in his
I
deck,
wouldn't.
Crix.
If he can win Edge, I don't know why you wouldn't send them both. Just let Jabba lock down the other guy as well.
Yeah, and Mitch put one in. Josh has put two in. I just feel like I'm sensing a Princess scheme coming. Prep and planning, and there is a twist.
Hmm.
So got twist into Donna set.
Hmm.
The prep and planning would reduce the next event he plays by two.
Yeah, well, he could maybe he's got that the Hut's hospitality he's planning to use on the sister.
Yeah, he could use that on the Children of the Force over there, just clear
Or
it
yeah,
off.
that's what I meant.
So Josh has put two in. Mitch only put one in that time. He just put one as a headhunter. There's a target and something else. So he's going to do a damage with the target, one from Winter, and he's probably going to lock down Jabba, I would assume. Jabba will take a damage, and then if he's got Hut's hospitality, I think you use it now.
Well, the prep got twisted away though. The prep and planning.
Yeah, but he could just use Jabba for it. He didn't
Oh,
even
that's
need the
true.
prep and plant. So Josh is going to take balance back. That'll go to two. Mitch only has four resources this time. He just drew a prize possession so he can get more resources. But he's got Jabba's discount here.
Mm-hmm.
So captured could just get rid of Winter now. I think you want to get rid of Winter so she doesn't start burying your or putting your enhancements back on the top of your deck because that's her ability. If you win a
Yeah,
force
she's
struggle, she
really
doesn't.
annoying to deal with.
Yep.
I always want. She's one of those pods that it just never seems to work, but I really want to make it work. I always like trying to play her.
All right. So Josh just
Kanan.
used Kanan's concentration to free up Winter.
Yeah. Well, there's another blocker. Captured would be good.
Yeah. Now, when I played Mitch, when he used this deck against me, it did not use the same light side deck that he played in game one against me. Um, he would he tended to attack and then be able to play prep and planning or something to get more stuff out. But he's just going to use captured for one, and I assume capture winner now,
Yeah, that's what I would do.
and putting her under the middle, his high exaltedness there. So
Yeah.
playing on Skype with the capture stuff is so tricky to like keep track of where things are. Um,
Yeah. What
so
is that other card that he's got captured under there? I don't remember what it was he buried there at
I
the start.
I don't remember either, to be honest with you. I know he put the
Uh,
two cards there. I remember Winter being one of the three cards, and I really don't remember what the other two things were as he flipped up.
yeah, the thing is, this planning the rescue and stuff. I mean, that plays right into Mitch's deck.
Yeah,
So,
and there is a Black Sun Headhunter for two. And he still got he drew a shot as the Empire with the Twi'lek. So geez, I
hmm
think you go aggressive here and start blowing some crap up.
yep. Well, at the very least, he needs to damage planning the attack.
So he's sending in Greedo, and Josh is blocking.
Yeah, he's only got one card in hand.
Yeah, I guess you're saving the Headhunter. So he put two in. There's a prep and planning. And Donna had three. I think Mitch had four. So Greedo is
Yeah.
going to kill the Children of the Force and get two damage in on planning the attack, I would assume.
He had four. What did he play? Prep and planning. Oh well, I didn't see the other card.
Yeah,
I thought
I
he
don't
only had
remember what it
one.
was, but it had two on it. And he's going to
Okay.
attack with the Twi'lek and put one on Winter's objective.
Mm-hmm. And here comes the headhunter. I'm guessing also. No,
Nope,
maybe not.
he's keeping balance. He's probably doing that so he can shield Jabba if he needs to get stuff
Yeah.
locked down. So Dial is still only at two though, but this game's in danger of getting out of hand quick. There's the Masasi Temple War Room, elite resource,
Yeah, it's a great resource.
and then there's a which one's that? That's the one from bunch of resources. Observation point.
Is one of those two resources not limited?
Yeah, the
I
one
know the
that's
Musasi is.
the one that's with uh why am I drawing a blank on his name? Kraken. The one in Kraken's tech set
Oh,
isn't.
isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, and he used observation point and I guess discarded the top card from Mitch's deck. That you look at the top card of each deck and discard one if you want. But
Mm-hmm.
Josh did not play a single unit that turn.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that could be very problematic here. Because now Mitch can really get stuff going. He blows something up, he's going to get captured back. He's going to get.
Dengar would be great right now.
He's paying for the headhunter. There's
Yeah.
Dengar for two.
Speaking of which, here we go.
Yeah. And the dial's at four now. And then what
The
is.
annoying thing too for Letux,
There's a paid informant.
not only does he not have any guys, but all three of his objectives are doing really nothing for him right now.
Right.
Two of them have come into play effects, and the other one is while it's not damaged.
Right. So he has sent in the paid informant, it looks like, after.
I'm
Something.
guessing he's just gonna maxed out damage here everywhere because he doesn't. There's no reason to blow them up because they aren't doing anything.
Right,
Get them
exactly.
up, get the dial to 6 really quick, and then go in and finish everything off.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a very smart plan there. The only reason to blow something up is to get captured back, I would think.
Yeah.
Just in case you need it, then you have it and you get whatever once the turn
Mm-hmm.
passes again. I mean, Josh is going to have a lot of resources on his turn.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, and there's not going to be much that Mitch could do about the resource aspect.
Right.
And is that infiltration?
Yeah, so he gets to drop a guy in. I think he goes away at the end of the turn.
Yeah, so he put Leia in, so that's kind of tricky. That's the Galactic Ambitions Leia.
Now, what does she do?
Isn't it if she leaves play, you can replace an undamaged Rebel objective with another one? He threw a target in, Mitch threw Dengar in, so he's going to... I think what you do is Oh, he went after...
Yeah, okay.
Yes. So he's going to get the 2 damage. Leia's going to leave play. And he's going to put out Hope of Rebellion, which lets you put... When a leader leaves play, it lets you put a unit that costs 2 or less into play. Is that what that does?
I don't remember. I never tried using Leia's set.
Really? Never?
I don't think I did. I've used Core Leia, but I don't think I ever really messed around with the Galactic ones.
Yeah, I messed around with her for a little bit, but...
Well, now Dengar just got bigger too, though.
Yep, now there's stuff captured everywhere.
Huh.
Dengar can do a lot of damage here. Let me find Hope of Rebellion again since I'm drawing a blank on the exact wording right now. So when a leader please play, put a unit with per cost 2 or lower into play from your hand. So, but he didn't have any to put in. And he's sending Greedo and the Headhunter, and he's going to take it out, it looks like.
No, Greedo only has one.
Oh, Greedo only has one, so
Four
he's put
damage
4 on it.
across.
Sorry. So he's still got Dengar and Jabba left for defense.
Yep. and he needs to do a total of 5 damage to blow up all 3 objectives.
Yeah.
Or 4 damage. No, that is 5.
Yeah, 5.
He's only got 2 on the bottom, I think.
Yeah, so Josh is using observation point, looked at the top card of his deck. I guess he's going to have to look at the top card of Mitch's deck, which we'll get to see, and he won't. What is that? It looks like Princess Scheme. I think you'd want to discard that one, Josh.
Yeah, that's a good discard.
Yep. So did Josh actually draw anything this time?
You're going to have to draw a whole bunch.
There's a hidden outpost, more resources.
No shortage of resources. He needs like a desperation is what he needs.
Yeah.
But he couldn't play it at this point.
He just played Kanan. And one of the rebel tacticians. So he could take balance back here.
Is Mitch?
No, he can't. There's Hut's hospitality. There goes rebel
tactician. I saw
tactician.
that coming. I was about to say, does Mitch have resources for Huts? But I forgot Jabba's out there
Yep,
still.
so
now he can't even take force.
Yep, so Dial's going to go to 6 there because Josh can't take force. And
there's the butter zone because now Mitch takes out 1 objective, retrieves captured, gets rid of Kanan, takes out the other 2.
Yep.
I'm sure that's all he has to do. And Letux has what, 2 cards in hand, I think?
Yeah, barring an infiltration to put in a surprise blocker again.
Yeah.
I think there's Bubo, just in case there's some guns coming at
Mm-hmm.
He's going to pay for the Headhunter, and then he's going to do Bubo. Yeah, that Scum deck is pretty darn good.
Well, now Mitch only has 1 resource. Hope he's getting into prep and planning.
Well, he hasn't used Jabba's discount yet.
Oh yeah, I have freaking Jabba. I keep forgetting him. He's so good when he's in play. I never seem to draw the guy.
Right. I mean the thing is, like, you look at his set and it doesn't have a regular resource, but he's giving you a discount every single turn on yours and your opponents if you got the events to use. I mean, it's just nuts how much better he is than the original one. So, plus the elite. So there goes the Headhunter apt or something, and I gotta think there's not much Josh can do here.
Well, he does have to be careful about the order because Dengar, will start losing icons if he goes last, for example. If they start taking out objectives here.
Well, no, because those are actually captured under his. They're just showing up on Josh's side for placeholders, right? I mean, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's trying to side the shield. Yeah, I mean, I think you just go and blow up one of those things with 4 damage on it, get captured, take out Kanan, game over. But
yeah, pretty much.
I don't know if Josh is doing anything. It looks like Josh is scooping. Yeah, so that was a pretty quick win there for Mitch in game 2. So evening up the finals. As we see, he's getting captured. Hut's hospitality.
I don't know if he's scooping yet, but
yeah.
Yeah,
I think he was basically scooping, just kind of talking out. So that Scum deck can be awfully aggressive if you draw the right cards at the right time and order, and there just wasn't a lot Josh could do there. When you have a turn where you play no units, you're just pretty much doomed.
I mean, the deck is pretty aggressive in itself when it plays normally, but it's a whole different level if you can get Jabba out.
Right, exactly. So
if he comes out early, especially, wow, he is brutal.
So congrats to Mitch for winning game 2, evening up the finals. So we are going to get a third game in this best of 3 finals to determine the winner of the 2017 New Year's Star Wars LCG online tourney that was, sort of sponsored and organized by Master Jedi Adam. So you got any final thoughts before we wrap up game 2, and then we'll move on to game 3 here for everybody out there watching on YouTube land.
I mean, Mitch's deck, I practically have the same deck myself, so it's a great deck. There's just I mean, you can't really. There's one pod difference between his and mine, so I like both versions of it. They're really close. The Rebel deck. I could see the synergies and the things that he was trying to do in there, but it was just no match for the Scum, and especially that's the danger when you're using like your Kraken type decks is against Scum, you're playing right into their hand.
Yeah,
So
yeah. To some aspects you are, but on the other hand, you get rescue missions. If they're capturing stuff, you can get the things back. So it could
yeah,
kind of go either way. But I think Mitch just got off to such a good start there. There was just no real way for Josh to kind of bounce back from from Jabba into Greedo the first turn. I mean, that was pretty good.
well,
So
and like I said, it's twice as fast if Jabba's out there because of the resource thing.
yeah, exactly. All right. Well, thanks for joining me for commentary as always, Derek. Appreciate it.
Yep, anytime.